Good time everyone, I'm back to do the second part of the spy progression that I done last time. Now, of course, as I've said before, the first thing we're gonna do when we start the progression or continue on is find a safe server. So let's menu because I do not like this server, and let us find a better server for ourselves. So I'm gonna go sort to smartest servers first, and let's see. I like this server, there's not that many people, 43 minutes isn't too bad, and it's my ping because it's a new server, so we're gonna join it. Alright, so let's look at the leaderboard. We have Felix, Orcus, Ig, that's a Casper name, Orius, Orcus, and my name. I don't really like it that much, honestly. It doesn't look that safe, believe me, it doesn't. All these house names, not that good, okay? But still, I'm not that afraid, and if I die, it's okay. We can continue from one life. I'm not too worried about that. So we're gonna progress in here. Now, I remember, if I'm not wrong, last time I did this, I think I got 5 thespians, and it does look like it. So, what I need now is to get some quests done, and I'll be showing you how to do that. Also, I'm not sure if I have enough XP for Spy. I think I do. So we're gonna go to Sentinel maybe. Yes, I'll be honest, I'm not too sure on what I'm trying to do right now. Hold on a second, guys, because I don't remember how many Z-scrums I had, so I'll check on that real quick. Alright, guys, I think I got back into the same server, so my internet is connected. So it seems like I didn't follow my own advice, and I only got 8 Z-scrums, and I need 9 more to get 17, which I think is what you need for Spy. So I'm gonna be doing that, but first I'll be doing this quest right here. Now I actually walked all the way over here from around there, somewhere behind this wall. But in general, if you can get here, you're then gonna go down. And into this place, and you wanna talk to this girl, right here. And she's gonna give you a quest that gives you like 5 orderly, I don't know for sure, but I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, the quest is that simple, you just talk to her and you're gonna get some orderly. Now you may not be able to enter this barrier, and that is if you're chaotic instead of orderly, so if you cannot enter the barrier and you're trying to get some orderly from the quest, or you're trying to complete the quest for other reasons, you're gonna need to drink some thespians or do something else to get some orderly. Anyways, this climb out. Oh, I don't have a lot of climb, it seems. Alright. Let's climb out, and as I've said, we're gonna do some more orderly quests. Now I would like to give this health potion to someone, and we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna say it once again, I'm gonna need to get 9 more Z-scrums. I could also get some shriekers, but I don't know how many I need. And I'd rather do Z-scrums. Oh, and I'm also gonna need some silver, because you may see T2, but I'm very broke. Only have 7. These are some ingredients, you don't really care about them. They're used for feather feats, which you can... it's a potion that you can use to not take fall damage. Yeah, we're gonna climb into this little spot and get some trinkets, so we can get some goody silver. And I'm probably gonna cut a lot of what you supposedly already seen, so expect that. Okay, that's our goodies. Get some nice silver. That's not a lot, but hopefully it's enough. And let's loot a little bit more, and we'll sell again. Let's also grab some ingredients. We don't need them, but I like to have all the ingredients I can, because why not? Alright, so I'm finally done looting Sentinel. Now let's see how much silver we get. I have 83. That's a pretty good amount, but it's not that great. Okay, we can get some more candy, which is not too bad. Right, let's go loot Crypt of Kings too. Is that a Shrieker? I see. What? Oh no, that is not a Shrieker, my mates. That is not a Shrieker. That is how do you say it? An Outer. Yeah, I do not want to mess with that. Yikes. I'm gonna kill it. I don't know how that got here. Probably a Necro, but yikes, that is not good. Okay, let's try to kill it. This might suck a little. Hopefully we don't get unlucky. Come on, come up. Come up, buddy. Come on. Come on. Up. Okay, it's... doesn't really wanna... Okay, this doggo is being a little bit bad. Hi, come on, buddy. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Okay, yeah. Okay, this sucks. Dude, you suck. Just come up, please. Finally. Okay, no, please do not go off. Okay. I wasn't planning to do this now, but this is how you kill Outers. You're normally supposed to find them in Tundra. Not here. So keep holding block, make sure you don't get hit, because they can break your legs. And just hit them when you can get to them. Again, have patience. If you don't have patience, you might get your leg broken. Right? So don't try to rush it. Oh my dear, he's stuck again. Come on, buddy. Okay, just wait for him. Yeah, he's annoying, he backs away. Okay, and when he runs at you, he might try to ragdoll you and bite your leg off. Okay, we killed... Oh. We killed him and he dropped an outer thing. So that means he really was from Tundra and he was not spawned by a Necro. Which is quite odd. You're not normally... You're never really gonna find that, but I did. So I guess that makes things easier. I probably still show you some way of getting... I'll probably still show you how to get how to kill a outer in Tundra. But yeah, I got lucky and I just got one in Gaia. Anyway, quite an odd occurrence. Okay, there's one silver for some reason. Man, I was not expecting to find all of this in here. Oh, and I cannot even pick it up. It's bugged in the ground. Hold on. Let me try something. Yeah, I cannot get it. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's enter the funny cave. And hopefully no more weird things happen, because it is not very pleasant. Still, I did fail to get the Halloween item last time I did this, because I sold it afterwards, so... You know what, I'm gonna spawn the Shriekers, kill them again if there's a pumpkin one, and hope... Never mind, there's no pumpkin one. Okay, well, that sucks. Okay, but let's not die now. I'm just gonna run around like this for a little bit of time. And I'm eventually just gonna menu because I can't really be bothered. Okay, we can just menu. So if you wanna menu from the Shriekers, make sure you do it near the exit, not near the trap trigger, because if you menu on the trap trigger, it will basically just trigger it. The door is gonna get closed again. So menu only near the door, okay? And be careful because your menu might get delayed if you're in a laggy server. Alright, let's see. The door is open, let's run. Oh, they noticed me. Run. Okay, I'm fine. I have agility too, which makes me faster for some time. Alright, we've made it back to land. So now we're gonna go into Deep Forest, then into Royal Wood. Actually, I'm gonna do some quests first, and then I'm gonna go into Deep Forest to farm the last Z-Scrooms I need. Oh, look at that. That's a Bloodthorn. If you don't know what that is, it gives you vampirism. If you're a race that can get vampire, you can pick this up to become a vampire. But I'm not. I'm an Ezel, so I cannot become a vampire. So I can just pick it up and have it. You can also sell them for silver, but I wouldn't suggest it because you might turn into a vampire first if you pick it up, so it's a pretty bad idea. Unless you wanna be a vampire, in which case, go for it. But you're gonna need to train your vampirism, so it's a bit more complicated than that. Let me steal some more ingredients, cause I can. And let's see, let's get some more trinkets. I do wish I bought a turnip to give to that guy for a quest, for an ordinary quest, but I forgot, so it's okay. We'll just do the other quests and hopefully they'll be enough. Anyway, let's sell our trinkets. So we're gonna sell everything we have, including this scroll. You can use this to get a spell, but I do not have a tome, so I don't really care. Oh, I found a spooky hat by complete accident. I honestly have no idea how I got this. Okay, well, we're gonna use that to complete a quest for the event. So you're gonna get to see that, I guess. Alright, let's go to the event, guys. So now I can actually show you how to get to the event. So just follow the path that I take. If you have climbing. If you cannot climb, you're gonna have to go around. It's a bit more complicated and I won't be showing you that. So maybe just do this if you have climbing, alright? If you don't know the other way. Also, you can climb with that ladder to get some trinkets, or maybe even an artifact if you're an ultra. Okay guys, so this is the Halloween event. You can talk to this nice lady and just get through her dialogue until eventually you talk to her again and turn your candy in. And now I have 26 candy points. We can redeem some things. Like for example, a hood. Let's see, do we want one of these? Let's take the midnight cowl, because it sounds nice. Let's see how it looks. What do you guys think? Is this good or bad? Anyways, let's do the quest we came here for. So we're gonna talk to this nice little guy, or big guy. Just go through his dialogue. He basically wants the hat that we have. And we just say we found your hat, he's gonna take it. And you're gonna get a skin for a Chilton spell in the game. Now the funny thing is that I already have that spell. So I'm gonna go to the event guy here. This guy has your event items. And here it is, Sagita Phantasma, or however you say that. And you get it by completing the quest. It's a skin for a spell. Now I think I already have that. But at least I completed the quest again, because why not? Anyway, now let's go to Deep Forest as I've said before. So I'm just gonna go. But of course I first need to complete the quests that I said. So yeah. By the way, if you have roll dash like this, you can roll right before a fall and you will take around 2 times as less fall damage. You probably didn't know that, so... Or maybe you did. But basically, yeah. and you only get that kind of far resistance if you have roar. It will not work with another type of dash, such as spear dash, which you get by getting the skill-based class, or a special dash for either the ultra disage or the ultra faceless. It only works with the normal dash you first get when you join the game. So let's do the first quest, which is going to be this guy right here in Ores Fall. So you're gonna talk to this guy and give him 1 silver, and you're gonna get a good amount of order for that. And another thing you can do here is talk to this guy, and you can actually get some free silver. So he's gonna ask you to purchase something from him. It's a trinket, and it's going to be for, as you can see, 2 silver. And this is good because the trinket that you get is actually worth more than 2 silver. So you basically scam him. Also, this does not give you chaotic, even though you kinda scam him. Anyways, let's sell what we have. Let's also sell this crown flower. Alright, nice. Shattered minerals. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's do the next quest now. So the next quest, you go into the house that probably belongs to the guy we've scammed, and we're gonna go up the stairs into this room to this mother and her daughter. So you're gonna talk to the mother and just go through her dialogue, and he's gonna ask you to help her somehow. And what you do is you get a health potion like this. If you didn't see my previous video, you can make it by using 1 lava flower and 2 scrums. So you talk to her again, and she's going to take your health potion. Now, if you want some chaotic instead of orderly, so this gives you about 5 orderly, what you can do is you can give her a switch witch, which is a potion that changes your character's gender. You can give it to her, and you're gonna get some chaotic. To make a switch witch, you need 2 glow scrums and 1 dire flower. So that will be some orderly. And also, if you do want to get some chaotic for her, note that she will always take a health potion over a switch witch. So if you have a health potion in your inventory, you have to drop them first if you want to do the chaotic variant. Anyways, we should now have some orderly, so we're gonna go get some more XP for spy, and then we're gonna get our super grass. But I am probably gonna need to get a bit more silver too. And also, the server is looking really bad, so I'm gonna switch. You can see it's really big, a ton of house names, and 4 people with a max edict. That is not a good sign. So we're going to menu. I probably would have still been safe because I cannot be observed, but still, I'd rather be even more safe. Now let's see. You know what? I'm gonna join this server. It's 2 hours old, and it's an EU server, so it should be pretty good. It's a new ping server. Let me drink some water first. Okay, that was good. So let's see if this server looks safe. Okay, we have 4 people. Honestly, I really like this server. Now this guy right here, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, we're gonna go back to Ores Fall, and we're gonna sell our dagger, because we wanna buy a tome. I might as well just show you this. Oh, an edict user joined. Well, that's not very good. Still, we're gonna go anyway. So, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna sell my dagger, because if I don't sell it, it would be a waste. So we're gonna talk to this guy and just tell him to get our dagger, take it off of us, and give us some silver. And then we're gonna climb around here if you have climb, and if you don't have climb, just go like this. Just around. And we're gonna go into this back alleyway or whatever it is, and talk to this old guy. And he's gonna ask you for some help. Now this guy does not give you any orderly, but he will give you a tome if you give him 10 silver. Now you cannot see the tome because I don't have any spells. Actually, I can equip gate, and that is my tome. Okay, we're gonna ignore gate for now with the thing I have from my race. So this is my tome, and you can now pop scrolls to get a spell in your inventory if you have a tome or if you have tomeless. We're not gonna cover what tomeless is now, but if you have bought a tome, you can actually start getting the, or if you have tomeless, you can actually start getting the mage base class. So we're gonna get one skill for that right now, just to show you. And the way to get the mage base class is by going and finding this guy. He spawns in 3 spots around the map, and every time you talk to him, he's going to spawn somewhere else. So as you can see, he says what kind of tome you have, and he offers to teach you for 80 silver. So we're gonna pay him, and now we're gonna get some kind of skill. Now we got the purple mana shield. Now normally it's like a sort of white. The purple mana shield means that it can block more stuff, so it's a nice upgrade to have. And there's 2 more skills you can get, which I'm not gonna go over because I'm not gonna go try to find that guy. If you want to get all the mage base class skills, you can search for a tutorial, or maybe I'll make one in some video. Then you can find where he usually goes, and then you can buy all the skills from him. That's alright. So we're gonna just put this in our inventory in case someone attacks us. And if they do attack us, you will see why I put it into my inventory. But for now, we're gonna just... Oh, I realized something, guys. I do not have a dagger. Never mind. I cannot get a tome. I need a dagger. Well, we're gonna go back to Ores Fall yet again. I'm just gonna cut to it. Oh, but there's a ranked person in my server. This is a bad sign, but also not that bad, because usually that would mean they probably fight other ultras and not freshies. But obviously it is a non-zero chance that if they do fight people, they would fight freshies too. So it is kind of scary. Okay, so we're back in Ores Fold, and let me see if I can get a dagger from here. Let me also see if I can do a quest again. I cannot. Okay, so we're gonna go see if I can get a dagger. So we're gonna climb here, or if you cannot climb, just go around like there. And we're gonna go down. Let's see. Okay, I can buy a dagger from here. Now I can only buy a bronze or steel dagger. You cannot buy a mithril dagger from here, so if you need a mithril dagger, you're gonna need to go somewhere else, like Sentinel. Anyways, we're gonna buy a bronze dagger. And yeah, I'm gonna use these for some XP. So I made a mistake. I got a tome and forgot that I need a dagger. There's also this guy, I don't think he does anything, yeah. And you can also buy Assassin's Armor from here, but I think it's more expensive. As you can see, it's 45 silver instead of 25 like it usually is in Sentinel. So it's a bit more expensive in here if you want to buy it. So you should usually buy it from Sentinel instead. Anyway, we're gonna go back to where we were going. Finally, we're gonna go into Deep Forest. I apologize for my mistakes, guys. Ouch. But hey, at least we got to learn something from it, or you did. So it's not that bad. Okay, we're finally back onto the way where we go to Deep Forest. And now again, I want to know, this server really doesn't look that good, so if you're like a super class, I would recommend to avoid a server like this, because it does look like you could get ganked in it. So now I'm gonna just... Again, if you've seen my last video, you probably know how to farm these rooms, so I'm just gonna skip over it until I have enough. Okay, you know what, guys, I'm gonna go get some food because I'm a little bit low on my health. And then I'm gonna continue doing some more Z-Scrums. So I just completed about 4, and I think I had 8 previously, so now I should have a total of 12. So I'm gonna need 5 more, which is basically just a round. But I'm gonna go get some food first, because I want to heal a bit faster, okay? Basically about 4 times faster. Oh, and I just found a scroll, but it is not one we can pop. This is a spell that is exclusive to the super class Necro, so I cannot use it, and you cannot use it either unless you're a Necro. Good candy. Nice. Okay, and this is how you get to the deep forest down, if you didn't know. Just be careful not to fall off. So here we can buy some food, some turnips, and we can also use this for a quest, so I'm pretty happy about buying this. We're gonna just eat 2 so we can get max food, and now we're gonna heal a lot faster. And we're also gonna buy some more for like the quest. Alright. Oh, and we also have some more candy, so I'm just gonna loot a bit and I'm gonna do some things. Like for example, you can also do this quest right over here. I just wanna note, I don't know if it actually gives you any silver, any orderly, but we're gonna do it anyway. So you just talk to the toilet after you just talk to the toilet, then to the woman again. You get this love letter and then you give it to the toilet. I know it's a bit of an odd quest, but don't ask about it, alright? So just give it to the toilet and you're gonna get the quest done. I don't know if this gives orderly, but it is done. It is useful for seer. So if you're doing seer, the edict, that is nice. Anyways, we're gonna go up, get some more trinkets. And this is a doctor, by the way. And you can also buy a spear or sword over here. In here you can buy mithril spear, steel spear, bronze spear, or swords. We're also gonna climb up. You can also go around there. And we're gonna get some more trinkets. So if you want to spawn in here, you can talk to this nice lady and ask for a room, or you can get the dye packet to dye your armor. We're not gonna go into any of these dialogue options because we do not need that. We're gonna just pick up some trinkets. Oh, and I just noticed that there's some armor here. I actually never realized there is, but yeah, it's not good armor though. But if you only care about the drip and not how useful an armor is, you could get it. I'm just saying it's not useful. And yeah, we're gonna sell what we have, and then we're gonna go and finish the disease rooms. We're gonna just sell the scroll because as I've said, we cannot pop it. Alright guys, so I'm finally done killing another set of 5 Z-Scrooms. Now I should have enough XP. Also note that I did do, I believe, 2 Shriekers in the last video, so I should also have some XP from that. So I probably have a bit more than what I need. But that is fine. Anyway, we're now gonna go this way. So just follow where I go, because I'm gonna go to Deep Sunken and I'm gonna loot a bit of it so I can get some more silver. Oh, I just found a scary mask, guys. This is an event item. You cannot find this normally. You can use it to kind of gamble. As you can see, every time you pick it, you open it out from your hotbar or inventory, it's going to be a different thing. And you can use it to gamble at some event items, but you know, it's not exactly gambling. Well, anyway, we're gonna just keep looting. Yeah, just follow what I do for the most part. And you're gonna... oh, we found the scroll of Viribus. We can use this to get the spell, so we're gonna pop it. And you can only pop it if you have Tomeless or have bought a tome in the past. If you have not done one of these 2 things, you will not be able to pop scrolls. So we just used the scroll of Viribus, and now we have Viribus. Whenever we have a tome or if we have Tomeless, we will be able to see it. Otherwise we can't, which is why there is no Viribus in my inventory currently. Okay, we're gonna pick up these crown flowers because, as I've said before, in the past we can sell them for silver. And yeah, we have reached Deep Sunken, so over there is Deep Sunken and we're gonna go into it. There is also Cauldron right in here. So if you want to make some potions or dye some armor, you can use that. Alright, so this is the sunken passage. And no, when I say deep sunken, I meant normal sunken. We're not gonna actually go into deep sunken. Going into deep sunken means going a bit deeper in. Now, if you have luck manipulation, you can just use it, so you don't have to go press the buttons to unlock the doors. But let's say you don't have luck manipulation, and in that case you're gonna have to first of all go here, and I'm gonna show you how to unlock all the doors. So you're gonna first go over here and press this button to unlock the first gate. And now we're gonna go right here to the right. Now this door is already opened, but if it's not, you can just press this button to unlock it. Moving on, we're gonna first go into this maze, and this is how I personally loot sunken. So it's a bit dark in here and you might not be able to see the path that I take very clearly, but basically we're gonna go to the right first. So we're gonna enter the maze by going to the right. Then we're gonna go to the right again. So when you enter, you're gonna be like this, and you're gonna go to the right. Now we're gonna go to the left. Now to the right. Now we're gonna go to the left again. And finally we're gonna go to the right again. And that is how you get over here. So we're gonna pick up a trinket. There's a trinket spot here, here, and here. And you can press this button to unlock a door. So this is how you unlock another door. I don't remember exactly which door. I think it's the one to the left when you enter the sunken passage. But yeah, I'll just show you. But yeah, we're now gonna exit the maze. You can just exit it by doing what I did in reverse or whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna just enter here now. This is just where we were going first before we entered the maze. So yeah, we came from there and then we entered the maze. We came out and now we're gonna go here. So we're gonna pick up these. So we're gonna pick up these things because they can give silver. Now it's a bit hard to pick up, so you might have to get on top of it or jump and pick it up while in the air. So it can be a bit tricky. And let's just get out the silver we need. Let's try to... Okay, we did it, nice. We're gonna give this one too. We're gonna climb to get it. We're gonna get the scroll. It's a scroll of weakness. We're gonna pop this for the spell later. And we're gonna get these other acorn lights so we can sell them, because you can sell them for some decent amount of silver. And now we're gonna go all the way back out, so we can loot the other side as well. You know what, guys? Maybe I can give y'all a guide on Deep Sunken too. You know what? I might just do that. Okay, so yeah, we just went down. Now be careful because there are going to be evil eyes that spawn here. The trigger is somewhere around the entrance. I don't know where for sure. So we're gonna just be careful. Okay, they noticed me. So I kinda wanna kill them now so I can loot in peace. So let's do that really quick. These guys have a bit more health than a Shrieker, but a bit less than a Z-Scrum, so they're like an in-between. And you can also use them for XP. But do note, normally they don't do anything besides hit you and give you curse stacks. But in the past, before they were bugged, they actually used to give you insanity if you looked at their eyes. But however, that it has not been the case for like three years or something like that. So you're safe currently. But if they ever fix this bug, yeah, just so you don't say I didn't tell you, they can give you insanity if they're not bugged, which right now they're always bugged. Anyways, aren't there? I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be 4. I don't know where the other one is, but whatever. We'll kill these ones for now. Okay, that is not good. Okay, that is scary. Let me eat some food. Okay. My dear, I keep getting on top of them by mistake. I'm not trying to. But it's causing me to potentially get hit, which is really annoying. Okay, we killed one. Only 2 left. And whatever the last one is. Die. Please die already. Let me M2 them. Okay, hopefully I don't get attacked by the last one. So we're gonna get some trinkets from around here. You can find artifacts in the Sunken Passage, by the way. Another scroll of Sereritas. We're gonna pop it. As you can see, whenever you learn like a new skill or spell or other things, you will actually get an effect like that on your head. I just wanted to tell you that, so you know what it is. Anyways, we're now gonna climb up. So let me show you how you get to the other side. So when you first enter, you're gonna come from here, right? I think from here. Actually, I might be wrong. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm wrong. So no. Oops. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Bad idea. Okay, but when you first enter. Okay, so let me show you. When you first enter this evil eye pit, you're gonna come through here, right? So you're gonna go down, kill the evil eyes, or just run past them if you do not care about the trinkets. And you're gonna go over here, right? So you're gonna go straight ahead after you enter, and to this corner probably, if you're trying to hide away from the evil eyes. And you're gonna climb up, like this. And now you're gonna be here. Now this door might be locked, and I'm pretty sure it is the door I was talking about, that would open by pressing that one button. I don't think this is the button that opens the door, but let me see. Oh, it is. Never mind. Well, I stand corrected. So that button does not open this door. It's this button. Okay, so then that button from the maze must open another door, and I'm pretty sure it's the door that is at the end of this parkour. My dear guys, I'm a bit sick, so excuse me. But okay, look, so there's two ways to actually get over the parkour, right? Two ways. So one, you can do it, and the other is you can climb around if you know how to infinite climb. Now, I'm not gonna show you how to infinite climb. I think I'll link a video in the description teaching you how to infinite climb, so you can check that out after this video, please. But I'm just gonna show you how I do the parkour. Now, if you have a speed boost, be careful because it can get harder depending on how fast you are. It can get really hard if you're really fast. But I'm not that fast right now, so let's just do it. So we're gonna just jump normally to this one, and then we're gonna mana run to this one. And basically, it's just parkour skill. It's not that hard to do once you... Okay, well, if you fall, you might be able to latch onto it like that by climbing. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, now here we can literally just jump and dash to it. We don't have to go over that one, as you can see. But we might as well do it. Okay, I dashed too far. Oops. That was expected. Okay, let's try again. So as you can see, we can do it if you want to. Now, this must be the door that pressing that button will unlock. Now, I didn't press the button, so it's actually locked right now. We're gonna just use lock manipulation. As for this button right here, I'm pretty sure this opens the door to the room with the acorn lights in it that we looted. And it was already opened, so we were able to loot it. Now we're gonna go into Deep Sunken, and I'm gonna show you how to loot Deep Sunken and even how to get out of it. So be careful here, because I just wanna know this. In this room, there's only poison at the bottom, so if you go down, as you can see, that is poison. It will not kill you, but it will damage you slowly. But still you won't die, so don't be too afraid. However, for this room, there is in fact void, which will instantly kill you. So there's this gap, and you're gonna want to be very careful to jump over it, right? So don't rush because you might fall in. So we're gonna just go slowly until we reach the gap, and then we're gonna jump over it with mana run to be fast, so we don't fall in. And then you can go over to this corner, find the trinket. As you can see, we found the scroll, and we already have this one, so we're not gonna pop it. We're gonna save it to sell it later. And now we're gonna go through these doors. So just follow the way that I go, and you will learn how to loot Deep Sunken. So you're gonna reach these little bridge platforms or whatever. Now you can actually go down, and you're gonna find a spot eventually. But anyways, we're gonna just follow the bridges or whatever they are. So yeah. Now here it's a bit dangerous because you're gonna have to drop down. So usually you would want to get a feather feet for this so that you do not take fall damage, or some class build with fall resistance. But I don't have that right now, so instead I'm just gonna use the roll and I'm gonna just hope I survive, because if I don't, that's gonna suck. So hold on right now. Now I'm gonna just go like this and okay, hold on. I'm trying to. Okay, well I kind of failed, but whatever. Now there is no void here. The main danger is just these evil eyes, which does none right now. Hold on. Okay, there's no evil eyes for some reason. They must have despawned or fallen in to that hole, which again, yeah, there they are. This hole, there's no void, as you can see. It's just evil eyes, and that's the main danger of this place. Like if you fall in, you might be ragdolled for long, and then a lot of evil eyes might gank up. A lot of evil eyes may gank up on you while you're still ragdolled, and you also took some fall damage, probably a good amount. And what happens is they're gonna just kill you, because it's gonna be hard to get away from them. So basically, try not to take fall damage, and if you do, try to get away from the evil eyes as fast as possible. I know I'm not explaining that well, so excuse me for that. Anyways, we're gonna just go up. So we're gonna go through here. We're gonna first go to the left, as you saw, and just climb up here. This is what I like to do. You can also just go straight through the orderly barrier if you're orderly. And if you want Shinobi, you can actually go over there. Let me show you real quick. So you can just go like this. Okay, I made a mistake. My bad. So, right here is a bit of a slit in the wall. You can open it by pressing E. And here is the Shinobi trainer. Here's the Shinobi armor, the Shinobi weapon. If you're trying to get Shinobi, this is where you go. I'm gonna close it back up, because why not? Also, the injury effect you just saw on my body about a few seconds ago is actually something you get in Sunken sometimes. Normally that injury effect happens when you get an injury, but there is a certain Sunken effect called coral blindness, which gives you kind of exactly what it says. It makes you see everything a little gray. And what happens is when it cures, so after some time of being in Sunken, it's a bit complicated, but basically it cures itself after some time, and you're gonna see that injury effect. So if you're in Sunken and you see an injury effect randomly, don't worry about it. It's okay. Anyway, we're gonna go through this little hole. Dash, so we don't take fall damage. And we found another scroll. We're gonna pop it. Now again, in Sunken Passage, you can find artifacts, especially in the Deep Sunken. So if you want artifact, yeah. And you can talk to this guy to complete a quest. This quest does not give orderly, it is only useful for Seer. And to enter a certain room deeper in Sunken. A certain room that we're not gonna go to. But yeah, you can just do the quest by talking to that guy, then this guy. The pop paper with some arcane symbols to open the door. And now we're gonna just exit like this, or you can exit by climbing back out. It's easier to exit like this because something you may not know is even if you're chaotic, you can actually exit an orderly barrier. So as a chaotic person, you cannot enter it. I can because I'm orderly, but if you're chaotic, you cannot enter it, right? However, if you already manage to get past the orderly barrier, you can in fact exit it, and this is done so that all chaotic players cannot just get soft locked. So now we're gonna go over here. You know, just climb down, or if you don't have climb for whatever reason, obviously dash down. But anyway, so we're gonna just go here. Over here, be careful because you're gonna fall to your death if you're not. Now you can just directly go from here, or you can go through this little place. You know, just dash to the wall, start climbing it, and start going down. So what we're gonna do, but I'm just gonna go to it directly because I feel like it. So I'm just gonna go like this, dash, and be fine. If you're new, obviously don't do that, it's risky. Now if you wanna go to K, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go climb all the way down, and make sure you stick to this wall right here. If you don't stick to this wall, you might accidentally fall into void, so try to stick to this wall while you're going down. And eventually you're gonna reach the bottom and you're gonna find an NPC that will teleport you to K if you're an ultra class. But we do not want to go to K, so instead of that we're gonna go over here. Right, we went down and now we're gonna go a bit more down. Then find this little hole. You might also find that. For example, if you do not want to climb down like this because you're scared for whatever reason, you can also try to get on top of here. go like this and just drop down, and then you can do a bit of a jump here. And yeah, now here you might want to get a feather feet, but you don't have to. You can just climb down as well. So if you want to, you can just eat yourself right onto the platform there and take some fire damage, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna just climb down, because as you can see, it actually extends out. So now here you have to be careful. You do not want to dash right away after you get off the wall, because you're gonna get kind of like stuck in place for a bit. So what you want to do is when you get off a wall, you want to wait like half a second and then you want to dash, so that you can actually go farther. Anyway, we're gonna just go down. Now here is another trinket spot, and finally we're gonna go over here. Again, be very careful in sunken, because there's void everywhere. Everywhere down there's void, so if you're not careful you might die. We're gonna just jump over here with mana run. Now we're gonna climb around here. Now if you wanna go to the rest of Deep Sunken, you can go through there and then climb to the left. We're not gonna be doing any of that. Sunken can also get very complicated. Like if you're not careful, you could end up lost in it. So yeah, just warning, yeah. But anyways, we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go to the right around the wall. Be careful not to fall into the void. And we're gonna keep going a bit. And now from here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna just keep climbing, go around, and we're gonna go a bit down. Now be very careful, because at this height you're very close to the void. The void is literally right there. So you're gonna just be very careful. And you're gonna make sure you have a good amount of climb if you wanna do this. But anyway, we're now gonna get some trinkets here. Again, this is a good spot for artifacts. I don't know if I found one, as I believe freshies and all that base classes cannot see artifacts in artifact spawn places. Okay, let me say that again. So I believe freshies cannot see artifacts that are spawned in artifact spawn places like sunken. So what I mean is, if there was an artifact here, since I'm a freshie and not at least a super class, I wouldn't be able to see it. Okay, so I don't know if there's an artifact here or not. There may be, but there probably isn't. But yeah, so if you want to find artifacts, try to be a super class first. Anyway, we're now gonna climb out, and I'm gonna show you how to get out of sunken without resetting. Okay, now if you don't know how, or you do not want to do this, you can just do this, reset spawn. And as you can see, there's gonna be a timer of 60 seconds, and once it runs out, you're gonna respawn back at your inn. And you're not gonna use a dive unless you're in Tundra. If you're in Tundra, do not use the reset option, because you're gonna use a dive. Anyway, I do not want to reset, so I'm gonna drop one silver, and this is actually how you can get out of it. The other way is by just menuing. So this is if you do not actually want to reset. And also, once you reset your character, there will be like a 24-hour in real life cooldown. So I just want to mention that. The cooldown used to be like 1 day in game, but I think it got changed, and now it's kind of weird. So yeah. Anyways, now I'm gonna show you how to get out. So to do this, you would actually need infinite climb. Yeah. So you're gonna have to learn how to do that. But if you do know how to do it, I will show you how you can get out. Yeah. Again, I will not be showing you how to get infinite climb, how to do it. So honestly, just reset, right? Just reset if you're a new player, because I'm not showing that. You can click the video in the description to find out ways you can infinite climb. But anyways, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so we're gonna just climb up. We're gonna have to climb quite far up. Now, so this server is really big now. Next is kind of suspicious. It might be a 23. I'm not gonna explain what that is in a lot of detail, but it's basically a server filled with someone's alt account. A 23 is when a server gets filled by someone with a ton of alt accounts, so that they may keep the entire server to themselves. And that's kind of how this looks right now. Okay, I do not know for sure though. Either way, we're gonna keep going up. So we reach here, and now you're gonna see something very interesting, right? So hold on, guys. I'm struggling a little because of the extra mana charge that Azel has. Oh my dear, I took some fall damage. That is not good. Okay, guys, we're almost up. So we're gonna just go, and as you can see, we're actually back on the bridges. And this is what I meant. What I meant when I first got here is you can actually climb down and go directly to that little crystal room, to that little room with the trinket spot. So instead of going over there, you can just climb down, and this is another way to loot sunken. So hopefully you got that. Anyways, now we're gonna go all the way out of sunken, but I'm not gonna bother too much. I'm actually going to use my special race ability that you can also get by using an artifact called Gate. Now you won't have this, and you might really like it because of how fast it is, but please don't try that hard to get Azael as a race, okay? Azael is not that good of a race for multiple reasons, including the fact that, as you can see, I only have 2 lives, and you cannot get more than 2 lives on Azael unless you go to K. And K is not a very good place to go to right now. So, in general, you shouldn't try that hardly to get Azael when you're a new player, okay? Try to just keep your race and just progress, maybe find a Rift Gem. Don't bother with Azael that much, but if you really do want it, I mean, whatever, I guess. Either way, I'm gonna use Gate. Again, you won't have this as a new player. And I repeat, don't be like, oh my dear, Gate is so useful, I need that. You don't necessarily as a new player. You don't yet, okay? But yeah, I just used Gate, and as you can see, I teleported out. It's a very helpful artifact. So, this is an obelisk. It's useful when you have Gate to get Gate locations. I'm not gonna explain all of that, but basically, yeah, it's something related to Gate. I'm actually gonna teleport to Desert 5, I think. Hold on. So, this is the place where I got my thief skills. And we're now gonna sell our trinkets. So hopefully we can get a good amount of silver. Okay. And I'm not sure if this is enough, actually. Hold on. Okay, I need a bit more silver, guys. Let's go to Desert 4, and we're gonna loot some trinkets so I can get a bit more silver. I'm just gonna skip over this. Oh, we found Velo. I actually don't think I have this. Nice. But alright, we're gonna get some trinkets now. So see you in a second. Alright guys, I finally looted Sentinel, so let's see how much silver we get. 50 silver, that's not that good. Let's sell the opals too. Alright, I think that's enough. We also found another scroll. We're gonna pop it. It's a Sagita Soul. It's actually the scroll that I got the event skin for earlier when I got the spooky hat. And I would like to also sell some candy. I normally wouldn't do this because I do want to get stuff for the event, but I do need a bit more silver probably, so let me sell some of my candy. And that will give me some more silver. Okay. Did I forget to loot a plate? I think I did. Hold on. Oh, I really forgot to do some more. Alright guys, let me skip again. Oh, I found another scroll. Oh, miss. Let's pop it. Right. Okay guys, I'm finally done yet again. Let's see how much we get now. Okay, that should hopefully be enough. So, I think I have enough for my super class. So let's go get it. I'm gonna show you how to get my super class spy, the super class spy. So I'll be showing you. So let's go from Sentinel. We're gonna exit it into desert, and the way we're gonna go now is to the left. There's also some funny footstep sounds when you step on sand that Grim added recently. Alright, Here desert meat spawns. It's an ingredient. It spawns very rarely. It's used for some things. Alright, so just go the way, just follow the way that I go, guys, and you'll be able to get Spy Superclass if you want it. So we're gonna go into the burial grounds for meat. If you want some trinkets, you can climb these pillars, and all the bigger ones might have some trinkets, so yeah. It's not all the bigger ones, it's specific ones, but I'm not gonna go over that right now. Same thing with those pillars, by the way. The place we're headed to right now is that tower right over there, and that's where we can get our superclass for Spy. Alright guys, so this is the Spy trainer. We're gonna talk to him, and we do have enough. We do have enough of everything that we need: orderly, XP, and silver. So now let's buy some skills off of him. So I just want to mention, this real quick, guys. But the only actual thing you need from this guy, if you want the Ultra class, is Silver Guard. If you have Silver Guard, you can get the Ultra. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. Anyways, let's get other skills. Nice. Now this guy gives you some nice skills like Silver Guard, which makes you take less fall damage. No, not this. Oh my guys, I'm a bit confused. So you can get Silver Guard, which makes you take less damage, but you use silver for it. It doesn't work on every attack, but it does work on a lot of them. And you also get some fall resistance for being a spy. So now, as you can see, I can actually take a ton less fall damage, which is really nice. And you also get interrogation, which is a skill that works on people. It actually got reworked recently, so the interrogation did not used to work like this before the last update. And you also get improved agility, by the way. So now I think it might speed you up a bit more, and it also lasts. I believe it lasts longer, so it's nice. Anyway, now what we're gonna do, because my bad guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this little cave, and this is how I personally get my ultra when I do spy. Yeah. So we're gonna go through this little cave after we go from the tower. And yeah, just go through the cave until we exit it. Funny little story, guys. When I first went through here, I actually thought there was something really scary past here. Like I saw this guy in all the darkness, so I was kind of scared. But it's actually just this island. So yeah, that's kind of funny, you know. Really funny, right? Anyway, so we can go over here, find the cauldron, find some trinkets. Not a very bad spot. So this is a nice spot if you want PDs. So the other way you can get here is if you look over there, that is actually the Sentinel Bridge off there in the distance. So that is the Sentinel Bridge, and you can actually just go to the right over here in this gem sea. And this island is, you can probably figure it out, guys. It's a bit hard to explain. Okay, none of the NPCs matter that much. They just sell to this guy. Right. Okay. So what I like to do, guys, is so what I personally like to do now is I like to go over there and climb up, and I also like to go up here. Right now, I would like to do that because I want to get an obelisk. And again, this is something related to my ability gate, so you don't have to worry about this. But anyways, we're now currently going to shore, so yeah. Okay, don't do that. I didn't take fall damage there because water is a bit buggy. But just so you know, water does not work like in Minecraft. It does not. You can in fact take damage if you dive into water. So be very careful, guys. It's just that water is very buggy and sometimes you will not take fall damage, but it is not guaranteed. Okay. So they just climb up, and I'm gonna talk to this obelisk. I'm gonna find the trigger right here. Just press resonate so we can gate to here in the future. Again, you're not gonna have gate as a new player, so you don't have to worry about this. You do not have to do any of that. So yeah. But yeah, now we're gonna just go down. Again, guys, if you're a new player, just keep it right past out of this. Just go straight there, is where I'm gonna go right now. Now, just so I can explain a little better for you, I'm actually trying to go to Royal Wood, right? So you don't have to go from shore. If you want to, you can also just go to Royal Wood from where I showed you before. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do right now. Now, if you want to, you can go and find like the shore town. You can go over there and find like a quest, an orderly quest, and some other things. I don't really care right now. Like for example, this guy is part of the orderly quest, so if you wanna do a quest, you can talk to him. I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna complete the quest. I'm just gonna go to a Royal Wood. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna climb over this wall, because right behind it, right over it, is actually Royal Wood. And that gate over there leads to a town you can spawn in. But again, we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna just go into Royal Wood and then into Tundra to get our Ultra. Again, I'm being a bit more reckless because I have a lot more fire resistance, so I take way less damage now, which is why I can just jump around. But if you don't have fire resistance like this, obviously don't do it. Anyway, let's now go over the trees. You don't have to go over the trees, I just do it because why not? And yeah, if you can't tell, we're actually in Royal Wood now. And now we're very close to Oresfall. So... oh, there's an ultra like there. Actually, there's two ultras, I think. Yeah, those people are scary. I do not want to approach them. But I do want to show something. So I'm actually going to menu and find another server. Well, actually, no, they seem to be fighting. So they're basically occupied... oh my dear guys, I suck at English sometimes. They're basically occupied with something else. So I'm going to just ignore them. So we're now at Oresfall, and what I want to do here is, first of all, I'm going to do a quest again, because why not? I can get some more orderly. Now note that there's only 3 repeatable quests in the game, and this is one of them. Not all quests are repeatable, so just keep that in mind. But I forgot to show you this, so I'm actually going to go complete this turnip quest for you guys, so you can see what it is. So we're going to go to Elena. We've been here before. It's also how you get to the event, and you know what, I'll go back to the event now to use my scary mask. So you're gonna go to this guy, talk to him, and he's gonna ask for a turnip, and we just gave it to him. Now I think you need day 1 to actually start the quest, so just keep that in mind. As you can see, I have day 4 right now. And that turnip quest is another one of the repeatable quests in games. One of the repeatable quests in game. Okay guys, so let's see what we get. So we're gonna keep it, we're gonna go talk to this door, and we're gonna say trick or treat. And we just got a very good event spell. Nice. That's actually really great. So we're gonna pop it. And yeah, I now have a Dulciferous. This is a feat spell. It's very useful if you wanna make a vampire build. Which, matter of fact, I will actually make a vampire build. So having that is very nice. Or I might make a vampire build. Anyway. We can actually get another scary mask if we wish. We're gonna do it because why not? So let's see again what we can get. Maybe we'll get something good yet again. Or maybe we get attacked. We got the nopal. Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. Okay. Now, obviously, not everyone you meet is gonna be chill like that, so be very careful, guys. Anyways, we're gonna go back to Oresfall. Okay, guys, so we're finally back in Oresfall. Now, we're gonna sell our trinkets first, so we can get some more silver. Then we're gonna get a torch, because we're about to go into Tundra, and we're gonna need some heat. Alright. So now. This guy, you can talk to him for a quest. We're not gonna do that. And this guy, if you have a super class, you need a super class, you can pay him 50 silver to let you... 40. You can pay him 40 silver to let him through, and you can get into Tundra that way. Now, I do not want to pay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and climb around, which is the other way to get into Tundra. And I'll be showing you guys how to do that, so just look at what I do. Now again, you're gonna need a good amount of climbing for this, so just keep that in mind. Also, just saying this right now, if you want the spell-based class, you can find it somewhere in Oresfall. Just give you a hint, it's somewhere at like Pete's, the Pete's place, yeah. But yes, guys, we're gonna just go up. Up. So again, guys, just follow the path that I take if you wanna get into Tundra without paying 40 silver or being a super class. And again, you're also gonna need a good amount of climbing. Or... yeah. Okay. Now, you can ignore this. I don't even know what it is for sure. Just a bit of a hole. So we're gonna go around. And now we're in Tundra. Yeah, we're in the Tundra area. So now our coldness is gonna go down. Our temperature bar is gonna go down. Which is why we have a torch, because that will slow it down. So we're gonna just climb a bit around like this. Actually go get down. You can just climb around the walls too, but I'm not gonna do that. So let's go down. You can also dash like this. Okay. Now if you want some Krillis for quests, or no quests actually, you can use unique Krillis for 3 feather feet. We're not gonna do that right now. But yeah. If you need some Krillis, you can get them from there. Anyways, let's just be fast, okay? We do not want to freeze to death. Freezing to death will be pretty bad, so yeah. So just follow the path that I take, so go like... again, if you enter Tundra, I should show you these guys. So, hold on. My bad, guys, hold on. So, if you enter Tundra by paying 40 silver, you're gonna come through this gate, so you're gonna just go straight ahead. Right, you're gonna just go straight ahead. And just be fast so you don't freeze to death. You don't even need a torch, by the way. But if you want to take a bit longer, like I do, to explain things, yeah, having a torch is quite nice and useful. Now obviously you also need to light the torch up, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, we're gonna just climb, just follow the path that I take. And my torch went out. That is not good. But it's alright. Now that is the snap tower. If you want snap magic, If you want snap magic, you can go over there. I'm not going to. So this is the first stop when you usually go into Tundra. I mean, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna wait in here for a bit to get some heat. Now my race is immune to fire, so I can just sit in it. Okay, now I'm gonna show you some things, because why not? So first of all, you can find trinkets over here and here, and in general you can find trinkets in like the corners and near the campfires. And you can also go over here. This wall might be closed, so you can open it up. And you just go like here, and be careful because there's lava and you instantly die. Even as an Azel, which is my race, if I touch the lava, I will die, okay? Like I'm immune to fire, but I'm not immune to lava. Anyway, you just climb like this, get over onto this, and then you can go straight ahead. Be careful, of course, not to fall in. It's not that hard. And you can just go here, find the lava snake, and if you want to fight the lava snake for some trinket that can spawn over here, you can do it. You're gonna need Viribus, the spell. Now I can't see any trinkets because I haven't killed him yet. And again, guys, I'm immune to fire. He cannot do anything to me with fire. So yeah. But yeah, guys, I cannot see the trinkets because to actually see the trinkets over here, you need to kill the lava snake at least once. Otherwise, they won't spawn. So in case you cannot see them. And something else, guys. There's actually a trinket spot over there. So you might be able to find a speedy if you look there. You might be able to find a PD or something. So just keep that in mind and don't get ganked. Yeah. Please don't gank me. Okay. Well, that was really unbelievably rude, bro. Okay. Nice. So I just died, and that's why you need to be careful in Rogue. Ah, nice. I'll just get back to where I was. I'm gonna skip to it, because I don't have to show you everything. I'm gonna take a break for a second, because I'm kinda tired. Hold on. So I just skip to it, guys. Okay, guys, before I go to Tundra back, I actually went over here. Now, this is right up here, guys. If you go there near the forest, you can climb up here and find an obelisk. Again, this is only related to gates, so if you don't have it, which you probably don't, it's not very useful, and you don't have to care about this. Anyway, let's go skip to Tundra. Alright, guys, we're finally back here. And this time we're not really gonna go over there. Hopefully I don't get killed again, because I'm gonna wipe if I do. And you're also gonna get to see why Azel isn't that good of a race. If I wipe. Okay, so I found another scroll. Let's pop it. Okay. So, nice. Alright, so I just looted the place. You can light torches on campfires like this, but you have to dash into it a bit. Or you can light them up at other torches. Hold on. Alright, let's go now. And let's go to Snail and then to get our Ultra. Okay, guys, so now you're gonna go to this campfire to get some heat. And a little cool trick you can... I thought I saw something. So a little cool trick you can do to... I did my headphones, bro. Hold on, guys. Probably didn't record my voice very well. So a little good... So a little good trick you can do to relight the torch. You can open up your chat and type like this if bow down. Now normally you might have to type like this if the glitch gets fixed, but right now there's a bug, so what you do is you type like this. Also be careful because there's another bug that makes you run. Hold on. We're gonna type it slowly. Okay. You bow down You're gonna go to the campfire, and as you can see, you can light your torch up. Now I'm an agile, so there's not much risk to this for me because I'm immune to fire, but you might not be, so be careful if you're gonna do that. Anyway, let me show you how you can get outer things if I can find one. So there's an outer. Now we're gonna aggro it. So hold on, and it's gonna summon more. So you're gonna very quickly run away because they're pretty fast, right? So just get over here. You're gonna dash up. Okay, we're gonna climb up a bit. Alright. So you're gonna need an outer thing to get Sigil Helmet, which is a thing that gives you a good amount of more health. So you're gonna need that. Now I already showed you how to kill an outer, but let's say there's more. So you're gonna try to get one of them to climb up, like this guy. Not two. You do not want to fight two. It is much better if you don't fight two. Hold on. I would much prefer you. Come on, buddy. Okay, so just wait for it to attack you, then punch it, and you're gonna have to be careful to block where. Oh my god, I hate how they work. Let me turn off my silver guard, because even though it's making me take more damage, I'm losing silver. I mean, there's damage, not more. Oh my god, fighting these guys can suck, especially when I only have fist damage, which doesn't do so much. It's much better if you kill these guys with Viribus. Oh my dear, bro. They can be really tricky. Come on, buddy. I'm about to freeze to death, bro. This is not really good. Hold on, can you die for me? Pretty please, can you die for me? I'm literally about to freeze to death. Finally, dear. We're gonna just ignore the outers. Just be careful. Oh, looks like it's burning. Just keep holding block. Okay. Yeah, this is not a good idea, guys. Honestly, I don't recommend to farm them here, so I'm gonna show you another spot. I'm gonna just wait for it to die to fire or punch it to death too. I'm holding block a lot because it can make you break your leg, which is not good, obviously. But as you can see, I did get an outer fang, so we're gonna use that later. My dude, they really suck at times. Alright, we killed it. Let's be careful now. We're gonna go jump up. I mean, we're gonna go climb up. Okay, let's do the trick again. These guys are spinning around because that's kind of something that outers do. They work a little bit weird compared to other mobs. Okay, so we light up the torch and now we're gonna climb out. We're gonna avoid the outers. Alright. So we're gonna climb all the way up now. Again, considering how hard this was for me, an experienced player, I would probably not recommend you do this here as a new player. Okay. I almost died, so yeah. Because my cold was going down, so I was about to freeze, which is not good. Alright, so let's keep going now. We're gonna go to Snail. And we'll see if the door is open or closed. I hope it's open, but it might be closed. So just run over here. Now there's some more outers around this place, so just run through a wall. Just in general, if you're scared of outers, try to be near walls so you can climb in case any outers try to get you. Since they cannot climb. So here is where you can farm outers way better compared to where I did it. Around here now, doesn't seem like there's one around, but there might be. So what you do is you aggro it, and then you either go here and kill it with Viribus, so you climb here and you kill the outers with Viribus, or you can go over here and you can also kill them with Viribus here. Okay, so you can go over here, or you can bait it into climbing up and then you can kill them. Make sure you only fight one at once. You do not want to fight two outers or you might die. Now the door is locked, which sucks. So I'll be showing you a trick you can do, but I'm just gonna climb around because I do have enough temperature to do so. and I also have a torch. So yeah, with my torch and my temperature, I'm basically okay to just climb up and go over, because there's a little hole, and you get to see that in a second. But let's try to be fast, because I don't have that much time. Come on. Alright, so there's this little hole here. This can spawn artifacts, and you're gonna go down. Just be careful, because obviously I'm a spy. I take way less fall damage, but if you don't have fall resistance, be careful. Okay, now you get into snail, so we're gonna open up the door. I forgot to mention, but the reason why I couldn't open it from the other side is because I'm not chaotic, and this is a chaotic only door. So it's basically the opposite of orderly barriers. But anyways, now as a new player, I would recommend you to get this armor. It costs 70 silver, and it's going to give you more climbing speed. It's gonna up it by like 2 times faster, and it's also gonna give you a ton of cold resistance, which is very helpful for navigating tundra. But I'm not a new player, so I'm gonna just go like this because I have a torch. And this is a doctor if you need it. If you break your leg from an outer, then yeah. And this is a master assassin NPC, bounty hunter. You can use it to get grips. If you're progressing a chaotic class, in general you wanna go to bounty hunters like this and try to take a job from them. And if you kill that person, you will get a total of 5 grips plus 1, counting the person themselves if you grip them. And you will also get some silver. So these guys are the best way to progress a chaotic class, okay? So you're gonna just want to server hop a lot and try to find a good job, and then take it, kill the guy, get some grips, and get some chaotic. And you are gonna have to server hop a lot, unfortunately, because the game doesn't have that many players. And there is an orderly equivalent for bounty hunters. Anyways, let's wait a bit. I think I have enough temperature. So something really cool I want to show you guys. If you do not have enough temperature to climb up and the door is locked, what you can do is you can actually go over here, right here, guys, and you can menu. Now, you might be confused why I'm saying all of this. So normally, if you menu near snare, I don't know why I said snare. Okay, also quick thing, let me get this obelisk again. Gate related thing, you don't care about it. You don't. But so when you menu near snail, what is gonna happen is you're gonna get put back at your spawn, which is helpful to get out of tundra fast, but obviously it can be very annoying if you get teleported out. So what you can do to not get put back at your spawn is you can go over here, and for some reason the snail area doesn't quite cover this, so you can menu here, and I'm gonna show you that I'm not gonna get teleported back to spawn. It's a very useful trick, because then you can server hop and you can find a server where the door is actually opened. As you can see, I'm fine, I'm not back at spawn, so yeah. Hopefully that trick can be helpful to you. And now let's keep going, guys. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna climb up. You can also go outside if you do not have enough climbing and you do not know how to infinite climb. You can also go outside and use the trees to help you get some more height. But we do have enough climbing and we do know how to infinite climb. I mean actually no, we do not have enough climbing, but we do know how to infinite climb, so we're fine. We're gonna just go up and I'll show you the way, guys, to get your ultra class for spy. Okay, now be careful, because if you fall off, there's void. Now, there's 2 ways to go. Get to Castle Sanctuary. There's 2 ways. You can follow the bridges, like this. You know, you go first of all, you go to the left, then I guess at the right, then kind of the right again, and up there is Castle Sanctuary. But another way you can actually do it is you can go over here. So okay, now I'm already on the other side, but as you can see, this actually connects to one of the bridges. Now let's try not to fall into the void, because that would be quite bad. Hold on. So as you can see, this actually connects to the first bridge. So what you can do is when you are coming from the first bridge, you can go over here and you can just climb around to get to Castle Sanctuary faster. It's a neat trick. Oh guys, I have something cooking up. Hold on a second. Okay guys, I'm back. So we're now at Castle Sanctuary. If you go in. Now this is an orderly burial, so you have to be orderly, and you also have to be orderly a bit more than basically you want to talk to this guy. You're gonna need an outer thing to do so, and you're also gonna have to be orderly, but it's a bit more orderly required to talk to that guy than for entering the barrier. So you're gonna need to do like a quest or even 2 quests if the quest doesn't give that much orderly. So you're gonna talk to him, and he's gonna say that if you have an outer thing, he's gonna be happy. And we can sell over here. If you want to get some food, we can go over to this guy and get some turnips. We're gonna get 3. And guys, hold on, I get 1 more. Okay, so you can also get some weapons. Hold on, you can get sword here, spear here. I don't think you can get daggers. Anyways, so this girl, you can use her to get a sigil hermit, and I'll show you how to do that after I get spy. But you can talk to her and get this item, and you're gonna use it to get a sigil hermit, which is a very useful item for getting more health. But for now, we're gonna go get our ultra, because getting ultra spy, also called whisperer, is very easy, believe me. All you have to do is get the super class, or even just silver guard. Just having silver guard is in fact enough to get the ultra. Obviously, do note if you already have another ultra and you also do not have any spy skills, you won't be able to get whisperer. And again, this is an obelisk. You don't care about it for the most part, but I do because I have gate. So okay, what I was saying before is basically I don't need to get ultra spy silver guard, but and probably to be orderly, but do note that obviously you can't get it if you don't at least have 1 skill for spy. Alright, you need to at least have 1 skill for spy and not have another ultra or a hybrid. Anyway, we're now gonna go, and so again guys, just follow the paths that I took, and now we're gonna go over here and get down. Okay, so we're gonna climb down. Since we're a spy, we don't really have to care too much because fall damage doesn't hurt us a lot. And again, over here is void, that is void or insta-kill bricks, and they will kill you, so don't touch them. Just climb up and be careful. And just do what I do, guys. Okay, go through this little crack right here, and now there's some parkour. If you want to, you can do the parkour, but you can also just climb around. If you're in a laggy server, you should honestly just climb around. I'm not personally, but I'm not gonna do the parkour. And this is another obelisk again. You don't care about it. It's the Tundra obelisk, but yeah. So just you can get some hit from here, but our trainer for the ultra class is going to be down over here. And this is why we need silver guard. If you don't have silver guard, you will not be able to see here, and you actually won't be able to enter this without silver guard. So make sure if you want to get the ultra class, you have silver guard, guys. You have silver guard. Otherwise, there will be a wall here and you won't be able to enter. So we're gonna talk to her, just gonna save that, and now we can get a skill. And once we get one of these skills, we will have the ultra class. It won't be maxed. It won't be a max ultra class. Also, by the way, is that a YouTube play button? Anyway, we won't have the max ultra class, but we will have a skill of it. Now I think I'm gonna get the as this is a mobility move and it's quite nice to have. The sword is okay now, it got buffed some months ago, but I don't know, I think I want the rate. I don't really see a point to the soul, so yeah. Now this didn't appear in my inventory, and that is kind of because of a sorter bug, so we're gonna menu it real quick and we're gonna get it. It's related to a passive that you get. I'm not gonna talk about it though. But okay, we're gonna menu and now we actually have it. So hold on, there it is. Now this is a very useful mobility move that you get when you get spy the ultra, not the super. Okay, hold on, I need to hurry because I'm hold on guys. I'm about to freeze and I do not want that. Hold on. Okay. Okay, we're good now. So yeah. We now have the Ultra class, and that kind of concludes the guide, but I will show you how to get a Sigil helmet real quick, because why not? So let me just get some hits really fast. So bow down. Hold on. Now, to not waste too much time, I'm just gonna gate. You can just remember where I went and then backtrack to get back to Castle Sanctuary, but anyway. So we're gonna go get the chest again. Also, just quick note: whenever you gate, your torch goes out. So yeah, again, you don't care about that because you probably don't have gate. So we're gonna get the chest again. We're gonna get this funny little. Where is it? Okay, now and there's two ways to complete this quest. I mean, two ways to go to the completion spot. I'll show you one of the ways as I think it's better. Another is probably worse. So you can also loot. You can loot Castle Rock. I mean, not Castle Rock, guys. My bad. Castle Sanctuary. I said the wrong thing. Okay. Now the way we go to get Sigil Helmet is down here, but really fast I'll show you the. Because there isn't just one trainer for Ultra Spy, there's actually two trainers for Ultra Spy. So let me show you the other trainer, guys. So you're gonna go. Oh, so just go where I go, okay? Okay, now this is the armor for Ultra Spy. As you can see, I can kind of buy it. Not close. Okay, I need to be more silver, but the other trainer is this guy, and you can talk to him to get the rest of your skills. So each one is gonna cost 350 silver, and it's like 4 or 5 skills to max it. So you're gonna need to farm a bit of silver, and you're gonna be done. As for going over here, let me show you. So that is the Ultra Sigil Knight trainer. Now, we're not a Sigil Knight, so we don't care about him. But you can also loot it here a bit. There's some trinkets that spawn around here, guys. So, look. We found a scroll. This is a Super Mage class scroll. I cannot use this. You need to be a Super Mage. So, we're not gonna use that. We're gonna sell it. This is a sapphire. It's a gem. It's a gemstone. Oh, and we found a PD. And we found a PD, guys, that we can actually use to get a life back. As you remember, I unfortunately died. So, we're gonna use it right now. And these things used to be a lot more rare back in the past, but nowadays they're a bit buffed, so they're not that hard to find. But sometimes you might struggle. Either way, it's nice that we found one because I might use this account for some other things, so yeah. PDs are really nice, guys. Phoenix Downs. Anyways, we're gonna go back now. So, okay, we're back here. And now, as I've said before, we're gonna go down. Hold on, I want some of the trinkets. Okay, Ruby. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna go down. And if you need some heat, you can actually go over here, close to the wall, and you can trigger an area to get some heat really quick. But we're gonna just keep going, right? So we're gonna go over here and climb up. Now let's go down. Okay, so we're gonna get the chest item and we're gonna place it here. And something to note, these sometimes can be open. You need a super class monk to open it. I don't have that, but sometimes it can be open and you can find a campfire inside as well as a dragon. Unfortunately, it's not open right now, but don't worry about it too much. If you have a torch, even if you don't, you might still have enough time to make it back, so yeah. Anyways, this is now kind of climb up and out. Again, guys, if you're a new player, you do not have to do what I do, because there's void down, so you do not want to fall. So obviously, if you're a new player, try to be a bit more risk-free, alright? So you don't die. Right, so again, we're gonna go over here if we want to get some heat. So we'll wait a second till we get a good amount of heat. Hold on. Okay, now we're gonna climb up. Relight the torch, and now I'm gonna show you 3 looting spots, 3 trinket spots, I mean, where you can find artifacts, probably. So first of all, on this chimney, then you can go over here. As you can see, there's a trinket. This is a candy. And finally here, and this is a scroll. So yeah, we already popped that one. And over here now, obviously you might not be able to make this jump. I'm just gonna use my ultra ability and I'll show you what it does as well. As you can see, if you're in a shadow, you can actually teleport to places. I'm not sure if the place you teleport to also has to be a shadow, so yeah. But yeah, that's what Wraith does. Anyway, we're now back at Castle Sanctuary. Now we're gonna go talk to that girl again. So yeah, and now we got a Sigil Helmet. Now this will, as you can see, will make your health a bit bigger. Now without it it's 100, with the Sigil Helmet it's 130. So it will multiply your health by 1.3, which is nice. And you can also wear an armor with it, which will make your health even larger. But yeah, guys, that's basically about it. I don't really have much more to show you. So yeah, as I've said, to max the ultra class, you can just loot around Gaia somewhere. Oh, and also I guess I have to show you how to get out of Tundra, so I'll do that. So we're gonna go back. So I'm gonna just be fast. Okay, we're gonna even use our ultra ability, because why not, we can. So we're gonna go over here. Now this is near Snail, if you can't tell. You might not be able to. But right behind this wall is like Snail. And you can menu here to get sent back to spawn. So we're gonna do that. And guys, and that, for now that's it. I don't really have much more to say. So as you can see, we're gonna get sent back to our spawn. And now to get the ultra class, all you have to do is just loot around Gaia and find some trinkets, sell them, get enough silver, and get the ultra class. And yeah, that's gonna be your first ultra. Now to answer some questions you might have, first of all, Spy is the easiest ultra to get. You really don't have to do that much work, and you can even get it in less than an hour if you're speedrunning. And you might also wonder, is Spy actually good for fighting people? And I'll answer that yeah, it is pretty good. It's not that great, but it's not very bad either. Especially since it's been getting all kinds of buffs. So yeah, I would say Spy is solid if you can figure out how to use it. Let me think, what other questions you might also have? Oh yeah, how to get artifacts and all that. I might make more tutorials in the future. If you want that kind of stuff, tutorials and guides, tell me in the comments. And I don't really know what else to say. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, leave a like and subscribe. You know, it would help me out. And for now, I think that will be it. So sorry to say this, but goodbye, guys. Have a good rest of your day or night. This one's for you guys. Are my new freshies. Mwah.